Everyone, major game tonight. 11-5 Lions, 11-4 Lions for that matter. Let me not put that out there.
Yeah, hell
You know what's
11-4
going
Lions
on. You
going
know
up
what's
against
going
the
on.
12 and
10-5
12 and
Cowboys.
4.
We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. We got it tonight. We got this. Yeah. So man, let's get straight to it, man. I went ahead. I took the time out to type out all of that stuff at the bottom ticker, so everybody got all of the valuable information they need to know as far as the spread, the over under, the injury report, pretty much everything you really need to know as far as these two teams and the matchups, the history matchup as well. Lions do have history not in their favor right now,
Hey, look,
but
I'm
the
sorry.
Dallas Cowboys are
Excuse me.
coming off of two straight losses.
Excuse me,
Say what,
my bad
Grady?
for cutting you. I ain't mean to cut y'all, but when you were talking about the history part, I don't see that you got Dak Prescott 4-0 against the Lions. I don't see that down there.
Well, I mean, he is. They have won the last four
Okay,
against them, so that is up there though.
I was just bringing up the history. So that's all I was doing, bringing up the history.
Oh no, I ain't put the Prescott in front of
Okay,
it.
all right, no problem.
I ain't put the Prescott in front of it. No, but it's up there though. But yeah, man. I mean, I think before our bye, I had it predicted that both of these teams would be 11-4 when they played each other week 17. I was off by one game. So this is a major game. I know Dallas is kind of in a no-win, pretty much don't care situation potentially. We disagree. Some of us we do feel that Dallas should. It's a slippery slope going into the playoffs losing. Like y'all lost two competitive games the last 2 weeks against Buffalo and Miami. Then you're gonna kind of lose a
That
game against
Buffalo
Detroit
game
on
wasn't
purpose.
competitive. That Buffalo game wasn't competitive.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Miami game was
Yeah,
though.
the Miami
It
game
was.
was.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
So, what's y'all initial thoughts on this, Javi? I'm gonna start with you, man.
So the biggest thing for me is obviously there are some rumors going around that Mike McCarthy is thinking of not playing the Stars, which I don't agree with. And you're coming off of 2 losses. At the end of the day, you need momentum coming into the playoffs. So to me, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like eating the cheese when it comes to a Cowboys fan because they always let me down. But I'll tell you what, at home is kind of hard. I don't care who you play. It's in the NFL. If you beat teams like that and the Eagles, it's going to be hard to come in and play. Now, that's not to say that the Lions, look, the one thing you are going to get from them is 150% effort every play, no matter what. So it's going to be a good game, fellas. I think it's going to be a track meet, in my opinion, for the simple fact that you have the Lions that are not very good in the secondary, and then you got the Cowboys that can't stop the run. And the Lions are good at running the ball, but the Cowboys are good at passing the ball. So I think it's going to be a track meet, in my opinion.
Yeah, yep. I agree with Javier. I mean, I picked I got the Lions obviously going to win this game. I feel this feels to me, Walt, Javi, Grady. This feels like the Charger game. When we played the Chargers, I think it was 41-38. Listen, the Cowboys are a good team. I'm not disrespecting the Cowboys one bit. I just think the Lions are better. That's how I feel. Javier, he's right. We got some issues in the back end. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it may not come down to that tonight. I think obviously it's going to be can the Lions dictate the run game, and I think that's going to set up play action. Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery. I think one of the listeners already said if the Cowboys can't stop our running game, it's curtains. I mean, no one's been able really to do it except for a couple games this year. You know, our offensive line is 6-0 right now. When our offensive line has all the pieces with no injuries, we're 6-0. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who we play. They're going to push them around. But the thing about this is this thing, though. This is the thing. This sounds like, this feels like, I was thinking back to the Chargers game, right? And Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, and I'm thinking, how in the world are we going to be able to neutralize those guys and be able to do anything functionable on offense? But I think Marcus Parsons, I love Marcus Parsons. I think he's one of the top 3 players defensively in this league, man. He's that good, but he's just one guy. And I think that I don't know. I just feel Gibbs. I feel Jameson Williams has got like one of those special performances here coming up before the playoffs. People haven't seen enough of him to say he's not going to be this or he's not going to be that. And I think this is the game. I think him and Gibbs are going to bring this thing home for us. That's how I feel. David Montgomery's steady. We got two running backs on the cusp of 1,000 yards. That's unheard of in today's NFL. So I agree with how I think it's going to be high scoring. You know what I'm saying? I don't see any way where it's going to be a 20-17 game or 17-4. I think both teams, and let's be honest, Dallas needs this game. Dallas they got to have it, man. They have to have. So we're going to get their best shot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel a Dan Campbell team is going to relax. I don't think that they think our mission is over for the season. I don't believe that one bit. Dan Campbell said as much, I think, on Tuesday. He said, listen, we're going to Dallas to win the game. We're not going to go and, play half the starters or half, you know what I'm saying? It's not that's not a Dan Campbell team. I mean, they're going to play and they're going to be in a dogfight, period. So I think the Lions will win the game.
This is going to be a good game. I know that for sure. Because Dave Campbell, I think that's his name. Dave Campbell, one of them.
Uh-huh.
He going to have them folk ready to play football with no cut on it. So they finna come with it. Everybody, the whole world know anything about football. They finna come in there and try to run the football. So the world know daddy got a problem with running the football. I mean, with stopping the run. But if the world know that, I believe the Cowboys know that. So I expect the Cowboys to stop the run and put the pressure on Jared Goff to beat them. And I don't think Jared Goff can beat that secondary. I think Jared Goff can give me one. I really think that. So I'm looking for it to be a high scoring game. I'm looking for both of the teams to score over 24. I'm looking for both of the teams to score over 24. But I can see something like a 33-28, something like that, 34-28. Cowboys. Because I don't think they defense can stop the Cowboys offense. With their secondary being barbecue chicken, I don't think they can stop the offense. And all we got to do is start the run. Put 8 niggas up there and make Jared Goff beat you. Simple math. Put 9 folks up there and say, goddamn, Jared Goff throw the ball. Jared Goff find what your wide receiver name, number 14, what his name is?
Brown.
Yeah. Find Brown. Find that tight end that you got out of Iowa. Find them folks. I'm gonna make Jared Goff beat me. So I think DeMarcus Lawrence and that defense gonna have a chip on their shoulder and gonna come out there and stop the run and make Jared Goff beat them. So I like the Cowboys to come in there and have their beat. And I believe they don't want to lose no game at home. Them folks done lost 2 games in a row, man. Them folks finna come play football. I know they mad about that Miami shit.
Yeah.
That Buffalo shit, they were mad about that too. But Buffalo just shows that they just too light in the head. But got that Miami game, I know them folk hot about that. They let that guy get Miami didn't supposed to beat them. Miami didn't supposed to beat them. In my eyes, I may be wrong. We may watch 2 different games. But I don't think Miami got away. And I think the Cowboys will make a statement today to show that Miami got away. I ain't gonna say they're gonna blow Detroit out, but Jared Goff gonna have to win today. Ain't no Montgomery, Gilks, and all the folks. Take this shit back to Alabama. We ain't doing that today. We ain't doing. We can't. That ain't gonna cut it.
I know that's the thing. You gotta hope it ain't. You gotta hope that ain't gonna happen today. Detroit. I mean, y'all already know. Y'all know what Detroit coming in to do. They didn't know Buffalo was coming in to do that.
That's what I'm saying. So I know. I know that. So I should be prepared for that.
Yeah, it's a different. You can be prepared. It's still something you got to deal with because it ain't like with Detroit. It's not like a consistent I back, one counter, H-back draw, stuff like that. It's a whole lot of touches out of the backfield overall. And Gibbs hitting that stride.
Y'all, I remember y'all won this game, but I see y'all struggling this same game y'all won. What the score was y'all played the Falcons? What the score was?
20-6.
Was it 20?
I remember that. Yep.
Scored 20 points on the Falcon defense, right?
Yep.
You may not agree with this. Do you think the Cowboy defense better than the Falcon defense?
Oh, yeah, by far. Absolutely.
Yeah,
by far.
But I also think we a better team than what we was.
Do you think the Cowboys outfit better than the Falcon outfit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But we talking about what week 16 compared to week 3 or something?
I don't know when you played.
That was what week 3 we played Atlanta.
Yeah, I give you that.
Mind frame though, but you came in there running the ball, right? You had the same mind frame you got now, right?
And we did though.
You know what I'm saying? So you gonna come in with the same mind frame you been coming.
And we stopped Bijan in that game too.
All 16 week, y'all had the same mind frame. Y'all don't know how many games? 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah, 4.
So that means somebody done stopped the run at least 4 times, right?
Yeah.
Somebody done if you don't know 4 times, somebody
not
done stopped you, right?
Baltimore did. Baltimore smothered them.
Yeah, Baltimore did.
And
all the other three games were just you just went out bad.
I think go ahead.
No, we ran.
I was gonna say we turned the ball.
Else,
I was gonna say we turned the ball over like crazy. The last 2 losses.
Those Bears.
The Bears, remember the Packers.
We're still running the ball on the Bears, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Remember the Packers on Thanksgiving? We got whatever we wanted. It was just pretty much just like not being able to stop on the containment and then like turning the ball over. That basically even when we haven't had our lineup in there, our offensive line, it's just been a matter of Goff like making the right read or whatever. Maybe he wasn't trusting the bench guys that was in there at the time. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like Jared Goff is a different quarterback when he has his whole offensive line at full strength. You know what I'm saying? When we played the Packer, listen, Rashawn Gary was like going nuts on them. Then Rashawn Gary had damn near 15 tackles and 3 on Thanksgiving. So it's just been superhuman performances to stop them.
I can see it say the same thing about when we played the Miami Dolphins. Tyrod number 77. He didn't play. When we lost Arizona, I had 3 offensive linemen out. You know what I'm saying? So I can't do nothing about that. You know, that's bigger than me. You know, if they did like today, 77 don't play tonight, we might have a little problem.
He in there. He playing. Tyron Smith
I heard he got a
playing.
little back injury or whatever, questionable whatever. But anytime, I can give the same example about the 49ers that we just saw them against Baltimore, even though how Baltimore beat them. When Trent Williams came out the game, the movie had completely went off. So when you lose one offensive lineman, that's for everybody. If you're a good team and you lose an offensive lineman, especially your blindside offensive lineman, shit, you got a problem. So
I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks too, man. Because I think it's going to be how it's going. Listen, for everybody, Jared Goff, apologist, hater, whatever you want to call it. The same goes for Dak Prescott too, man. I mean, he's got. Listen, just say if they fizzle out again, just like the Lions. Just say the Cowboys lose this game, they don't, and they fizzle out in the playoffs. Who's gonna get the brunt of it? It's gonna be Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? So it's huge. This is a huge sequence for Dak Prescott. These last 2 games going into the playoff. I think they damn near in the same scenario as far as the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Both teams, because let's be honest. I mean, I know what I got with Jared Goff. I know that he's like not like, I'm not saying he's not better than Prescott, but Prescott better than him, but not by much. I mean, that's just me. He's just got to show me he can win in a game that's been like that's built up. Like, let's be honest. Like, everybody's gonna watch this game tonight. This is like the only game in town unless you're a college football fan. You know what I'm saying? But so to me, both quarterbacks, man, it's huge. It's gonna come down to both these guys making some play, and I think they will. I think both quarterbacks gonna play well. That's just my opinion tonight.
I hope so, man, because I got Dak.
I agree. I think both quarterbacks are gonna play well. It's just that I think offensively, Detroit is more of a Swiss Army knife than Dallas. Like, Dallas is gonna really scorch you through the air a lot.
Yeah.
We, on the other hand, we can get you with those 13 plays. Not to say Dallas can, but we prefer to get you with the 10, 11, 12, 13 play drives. You're going to run the ball well. Laporte is going to catch 3 or 4 balls. Just looking at what the recipe just needs to be for us. Typically, when we win and we look good, St. Brown has 11-plus catches.
Yeah.
The running backs between the 2 of them have at least.
You know he can get 11 plus a day.
Yeah. The running backs, typically they get 15 to 17 touches between each other, not just all strictly runs. Laporte is going to have 7 to 8 catches. And all that happens predicated off the run game.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even, if I went back and looked at the stats right now, I would know for sure, but there's been less than a handful of games where anybody shut our run game down.
Yeah.
Now, if we got into a situation where things got out of hand because the defense got cooked and we found ourselves down 17-0 or whatever, that's different. And then You're looking at Goff being in a situation where he has to throw the ball a lot more out of rhythm because they can't establish the run game.
Mm-hmm.
But when we typically control the line of scrimmage, which we normally do, when our line is healthy, they're healthy now. We control the line of scrimmage on offense and defense. The linebacking play has been a whole lot better this season. And yeah, we have issues in the secondary, but with what we've lost, we gain in Afiatu Melifonwu. So now that's a safety out there, a playmaking safety that can be put in positions where now Aaron Glenn can call more coverages. Now we can run some cover one. Now we can run a lot more cover two man, and now we can put him in position to blitz. So I think Detroit is in a situation where the defense isn't what people saw from weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten better. We give up passing yards for sure, but typically when teams get a receiver with 100+ yards on us, they don't win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the problem Dallas brings to the table is that they got 3 guys in Gallup, Cooks, and Lamb, who, if we're not careful, could all cook us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what we have to really worry about. I'm not even really worried about the tight end situation with them. I'm more worried about how are we going to handle those guys on the perimeter.
Yeah,
and Kirby Joseph is going to have to have the game of his life as well.
Because I think Cam Sutton's not playing. I think that's yeah. So that's
last I heard he was.
I thought I'll pull it. I'll see if I can find it. But man, that worries me.
Playing either.
Who's that, Javier?
Look, I'll tell you guys something, right? And it's crazy that we're on here talking about these two teams, and I'm looking at these teams, right? And I'm thinking, like, what really separates them? Number one, right? And I'm thinking about it, and I honestly don't think anything separates them. If you look at the schedule, you look at what teams they played, other than like the teams that we played. Yeah, you guys beat Kansas City the first week, but are they really the Kansas City Chiefs? Honestly,
no,
they're really not. So in my opinion, and I'm not trying to say anything bad about the Lions, but you guys haven't played anybody.
I'm looking at the schedule right now.
Yeah, looking at the schedule, you haven't played anybody. The only team you really played that's up there is the Ravens, and you lost. You got crushed by them. So and kind of an idea. I think these two teams are the same team. Right. And somebody said it on TikTok. I think it was Coaches. He said, what did he say? McCarthy and Prescott future is on the line, along with probably golf.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's fair. That's fair.
And maybe not Dan Campbell, but now that I'm thinking about it, listening to y'all and watching, looking at this, I almost feel like these are two of the same teams.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say this right now.
I think they're built completely different.
I think it's different. I think
records may say it's close, but they're different.
What I'm saying is you can't say one's better than the other.
I don't know about that, man.
I mean, if you look at how they go about it.
Yeah, go ahead, Walt. Go ahead.
Dallas is kind of feast or famine, though. Remember how Buffalo was over the past couple of years? We said our Buffalo would either blow a team out or they would lose a close game or whatever. I understand at this point in time in the season, I'm not trashing anybody for playing where they played. Your schedule's your schedule. If you get through 16 games, you got 11 wins, that's damn good. But, I mean, if you look at the totality of it, neither one of these teams really played anybody all that great. But I think that's more a testament to the parity in the league. It ain't nobody really all that great. If we being honest about it, I mean, the 49ers, they're really good, but they've been proven to be able to be beaten. The Eagles can be beaten. They've been inconsistent all season and injured. The Chiefs aren't the Chiefs anymore. The Chargers didn't turn out to be anything like people thought they would be. So I think there's just a lot of decent teams right now where anybody can beat anybody. Yeah. So I think this is a big game for both teams. I mean, Detroit needs to prove that they can beat one of the big boys. They can do it on the road. Mm-hmm. Dallas needs to prove that, listen, they've lost 2 straight games. Don't come home and make it 3. You come home and make it 3, whether you care about being locked into a certain spot or whatever. It's still not good to lose 3 games in a row. I don't care if you lost 2 on.
I'm telling you that it's going to be hard to win in Dallas, 100%.
Because see, if you break it down, and Javier's right. I mean, I believe that that's what I said. I think Jared Goff and Dak Prescott's the same. I really do. What I'm saying is there's situations because if they don't win, then they're going to be like the scapegoat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be the guy that everybody's after them and say this is why they lost.
That's
But
true.
yeah, I mean, only thing you could say, the schedule thing, I agree. I agree, but I could say what I could say is this: at the time we played the Chargers, they was like getting back on their run. Supposedly, we all football fans, so we know we kind of laugh at the Chargers, like yeah, right. But at the time, they were playing good when the Lions. Their offense was humming. And remember, they scored 38 on us. Lions beat them 41-38. Like you said, I went to the Carolina game. Carolina, the worst team in the league. So you're right. We beat them by 20 points. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders win, I think the Raiders win was kind of like maybe you could put them in there as a good win. I was just talking to somebody yesterday at the time we beat the Raiders on Monday night. Remember, Raiders did not have a
Who was the coach of the Raiders at that time?
They had Josh McDaniel, right? That's what I'm saying. They was kind of
They're not the same
dysfunction,
Raiders
you
team.
know.
They're not the same Raiders team.
They're the same, but for everybody's point that want to point to say the Lions aren't that good. Okay, I think we're a different team. I think we're not the same team when we played 8 weeks ago. I really do. I think we've come to a crossroads where we know. I think it's like more. It's going to be the offense that kind of does. I think they're realizing that the offense is going to have to bring it home for us. I really do. I think that they were. Remember, we was caught up in the stats like, oh, Detroit's got the second best defense in the league, and we remember we were top 5 against the run. That was like when we beat Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? We was winning, and Kansas City's not Kansas City, like Walt said.
Well, we wasn't playing any quarterbacks.
Exactly. So
I think we've always been top 5 in the run, though.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I think all of that kind of was smoke and mirrors, and we was believing what we was hearing. You know what I'm saying, with the press, like, oh shit, the Lions we is still curtain defense. I think they're different. I think they know offensively they need possessions to win, and I think that's why every possession for the Lions is critical. Just like tonight, it's gonna feel like a playoff game, right? So let's remember we were talking about on the podcast. If we don't score, like the first drive, the first series of the game has been a Lions Achilles heel, right? Let's just say the Cowboys win the coin toss, go right down the field and score on the Lions, which is very possible. They probably going to do that. It's going to feel the Lions are going to have to score. It's on Jared Goff. That's what I'm saying. It all points back to Jared Goff because if this team gets down, our defense ain't good enough, man, to keep somebody say, okay, we're going to hold them for 7 points for one half. It's not going to happen with this team. And I think that Dan Campbell's kind of said it as much. Look, we got rid of the damn kicker just to know that we can count on something at the end. You know what I'm saying? If it comes down to that. So what I'm saying is the offense is going to have to carry this team. And I think now they realize that, you know what I'm saying? Because Jameson Williams, thank God he got it together. And I think now they can count on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be very interesting to see how this game, it's going to be exciting. I think that, like I said, the Cowboys are a legit playoff team. No one said that they're not a good team or nothing like that. I just think that, man, I can say this. I think Dallas run game is shoddy. The Lions have a better run game. I mean, I think that makes the Lions maybe a little bit better, in my opinion. You know, Dak Prescott better than Goff, but I think the Lions got a better run game. I think the Dallas got a better defense. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Lions offense could be a little bit better as a whole. Like Walt said, individually, I don't think that we have the player like CeeDee Lamb. He's a big presence guy, stuff like that. Micah Parsons on the other side, big presence guy. We don't have that yet. You know what I'm saying? So we got to do it another way.
So that's why I think our advantage is the line of scrimmage.
No joke now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing. That's our advantage, though, is the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. Defensively, we stop the run. We're top 5 in the league against the run. And then on offense, we're top 5 in the league and running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can establish dominating the line of scrimmage, it's tough for teams to really beat us.
Yeah. I think I posted a stat. CeeDee Lamb and Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, they're damn near identical, like the stat. I mean, CeeDee Lamb's a little bit better, but I think St. Brown got more touchdowns. But what I'm saying is, people don't People don't. I think. Well, I can't say that. I was gonna say people don't recognize St. Brown. Yes, they do. I think they recognize him more than CD Lamb. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying. But it's just gonna come
I don't
down
know,
to
Lamb a Cowboy now.
What?
yeah.
They recognize more Saint.
I mean, Lamb is a little more
I
flashier,
don't know,
a little more shake to
man.
him.
Mhm.
Lamb a little more explosive too downfield.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
St. Brown's more consistent though,
Yeah.
because he's that Keenan Allen type of wide
Yeah.
receiver that's gonna he a catch
Yeah.
machine.
Catch everything.
That's pretty much what he is.
Yep. Yep.
A really good one though. I don't want to slight him in the eyes of Lions fans, but
Man, I just
yeah,
hope.
he's a catch machine, man.
Working too.
St. Brown's good, man. He's nice. Like, I know if they're gonna throw the ball to him, he's gonna catch it, and he's probably gonna get a first down. Sometimes Lamb has those moments, man, where he drops the ball. You know what I'm saying? But I think if you look at these teams, they're gonna look at Lamb, man, and what they're automatically going to want to stop him. That's just how they do things.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. And
look,
I think somebody go ahead. I'm sorry. I mean,
no, look, this is what I'll say, man. It's one of those things where I feel very confident, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Cowboy fan, but playing at home, I don't know what it is about these guys. They are on a different level, man. And I'm telling you right now, if the Lions do not come on that level, it's going to be a lot of problems. And look, Walt said it correctly. I said it on the podcast. I'm nervous about this team because, like he said, if you can stop the run and run the ball in this business, you're hard to beat. Right? Now, what's the caveat to that, though? What's the change? What's the difference? The difference is the Cowboys can take the ball away. And if you turn that ball away, like you guys said in the losses that you have, it's not that you were stopped because you're running the ball, passing the ball how you wanted. What did it come down to was turnovers.
Turnovers.
If the Cowboys create turnovers tonight, it's going to be a long night. Same for the Lions. If you run the ball all night, it's going to be a long night for us. But don't turn the ball over. I think that's the biggest key between these two teams tonight. I think is turning the ball over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Difference could be this man right here, Jameson Williams.
Ken is right.
That's a fact.
Ken is right. I
think
it's gonna be. I think it's him and Gibbs, man. Them two guys, and they just steady it. And Montgomery, people just forget how good he's a good football player. Montgomery ain't flashy. He's not a guy that's gonna rack up 200 yards in the game, but he damn sure gonna get 90 yards and a touchdown, you know what I'm saying, and run and get some meaningful first down, meaningful third down. Listen, too, this team, we run the ball on third down, and I only thing I worry about, like Javi said, is the turnovers, because we know Dallas has got an opportunistic secondary. Deron Bland he came out the gates blazing this year. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of settled down a little bit now, but yeah, and Jared Goff can't get baited and thinking he can get it there. And we know as Lions fans that that's not a good formula, man. Seattle did us like that when he was trying to challenge those guys and they were eating them up, you know what I'm saying, on the outside like that. So I think that the only thing is, for me, we've said it like 4 times already. We just got to get that offensive line has to control the game. I think it's huge, man. It's huge because if we do, so many other things lock up. You know what I'm saying? We can unlock so many different things with this team. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great game. I can't wait to watch it. Just a quick note, Sam Laporta's been quiet. I mean, the last 2 or 3 games. So I'm looking for Sam Laporta to have a good game.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
He has been quiet, man.
Mm-hmm.
He honestly, like in the beginning of the year, and Walken contested this, and everybody made fun of me, and I thought Sam Laporta was the best tight end coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you watch the film, man. This guy, I wanted him so bad. And Walken tell you, I wanted him so bad, and we didn't get him. It is what it is. You guys snatched him, I believe, from us because I think we would have picked him. But at the end of the day, man, like you're right. Where has he been?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a simple fact that they shut him down, or is it not?
No, I just think the last couple games it's just been a situation. Just what we thought, like last week's game against Minnesota. Real quick, I mean, we were talking about Dallas, but right now, I mean, last week it was gonna be one of those kind of games where, like it was gonna be to the end, right? But we didn't know. We knew we could score some points against Minnesota, but we didn't know how we were gonna do it, so to speak. And I think, really, Ivan Pace Jr., my guy from Cincinnati. I wanted him. Was great last week, man. Ivan Pace going to be a player from Minnesota, from Cincinnati. Plays linebacker, but he did a good job, man, on Sam Laporta last week. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that he's just going to come out. I just think the last couple games, they're scheming against them best they can, and then too, he did drop a couple passes too. He got some balls that was in his hand and he dropped it. So, for me, I'm looking for Sam to come out. I mean, he's I think he's got 80 catches right now, on the verge to get out. He may not get 100, but it's gonna be good, man. I like, who else I like? I like 87 on your squad too. I like what's
Yeah,
Ferguson.
I was
Jake
gonna say
Ferguson.
somebody. I like my tight end too. My tight end.
Yeah, I like he nice.
Started
From
tough now.
from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah,
From Wisconsin.
he's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. So it's gonna be a good game, man. When it comes down to it. I just hate to, for like, I don't think that. Let me ask y'all this. I can ask this is a question for everybody. Like, a loss, right? Either way, does it change your perception of your team, right? Let's just say, Walt, I guess I'll ask you, Walt. So if the Lions lose, and then Javier and Grady, I say if the Cowboys lose, I mean, does it change how you feel about your team if they don't win this game? You know what I'm saying? Well, how you feel if the Lions don't win? Yeah,
it's not about the not winning. I just want to see them compete. I want to have a solid game. I don't want to see mainly over anything else. I don't want to see a game that's marred in penalties for sure. I don't want to see 27 penalties between two teams. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see a good performance out of my team. If we go to Dallas, and a lot of people brought this up on the radio here all day about just going to Dallas and how Dallas has blown everybody out and just don't get blown out. Like, no, you want to go to Dallas to win. It's not about not getting blown out. Oh, well, if we get blown out, well, they did it to everybody. Well, so that makes us everybody else then. That makes nothing special about us. We went to Dallas and got our ass kicked just like everybody else did. So that puts us in the same category with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in time in the season, you want to be playing your best football, heading into the playoffs. That's why I think winning is so important. I've never been a supporter of resting guys week 18. Well, we only had 2 years worth of week 18, but resting guys in week 17 and sitting guys down for 2 games and this and that. Guys need reps, and you want to keep that winning formula going. So, yeah, as long as they play, if they turn in a solid performance, I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to see.
Yeah.
Now, I want to win, of course, because I want at least the number 2 overall seed because I want to play the most favorable schedule. And, of course, I think for us, number 1 is serious because we could need an extra week to get even healthier. And, of course, for me, it's always better to play 2 games instead of playing 3. Like, let's be honest. Like, you would rather play 2 games to get to the Super Bowl instead of 3. So, yeah, I think, like I said, as long as we play well, we do exactly what we're able to do. We lose a game off a field goal, 27-24 or whatever. I'm okay with that. I just want to see a good performance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with Walt. I think the biggest thing you have to realize is that if your team does lose, how did they lose? I think that plays a bigger factor than the fact that just lost. If you lose a game by 25 points, you're just like, it almost feels like you're starting back to ground zero, right? What are we doing? This is week 17. Now, if our team loses and it's by a field goal, by 1 touchdown, and it's a close game, then I feel a little bit better about it. And a lot of people probably don't like to hear that. What do you call it? A moral loss, right? Is what they call it. But you kind of have to feel that way with these teams because listen, like you guys know, it's hard to get into the playoffs in the NFL. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of teams that haven't even made it to the Super Bowl.
Us.
But right. That's my point to it is that people complain and fans complain, but man, like be happy about making it to the dance and you're in, and you know what I'm saying? But I think it does come down to how you lose. It's not so much the losing, but how it happens. That could make it scary going into the playoffs. So that's my thing on it, guys.
Hey, man, we knew this goddamn game, man. We got a big ass problem, man. Simple man. But we done lost 2 straight. Well, we done lost 2 straight. Buffalo just ran that motherfucker straight down our ass. showed that we were too little. We got there and let the Miami Dolphins get away. If the Detroit Lions come in there and beat us, they gonna come beat us because they gonna run that motherfucker straight down our ass if they do beat us. So that means we got a problem. And if we got a problem, the San Francisco 49ers gonna do the same thing. So we lose the game. Man, we're a done deal. That's on everything. I think we're a done deal. We lose the game. For real.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, just what you said. It for me, it doesn't change my approach for the rest of the season moving forward. If we lose, I think we'll be locked into the 3 seed, and then I will rest my guys next week. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota may need the game to get in the playoffs next week, so the Packers wouldn't want us to do that. Like maybe not let Jared Goff play. I would just say this. I think one of the listeners even said it best. They said just no injuries. I mean, either side of the ball, you want both teams to come out of this with no injuries, okay?
Yeah, that's the main.
Make no mistake about right. I mean, I want everybody to be full strength. You know what I'm saying? No major injuries, no major. Long as that's good, I can handle a loss right now. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, whatever. But it's not gonna affect me either way because we could still go on a run and lose this game tonight. So that's how I feel about it. So.
Well, that ain't going on this side.
I can see Dallas being desperate though. I can see Dallas being desperate for real.
Yeah, we can't. Know what I'm saying? I'm saying we can't afford. We can't. Well, hell no, but we have big old problem. Boy, Jerry Jones might have a stroke, boy.
Yeah, because Jimmy Johnson getting the ring of honor tonight too, right?
So I expect it to be real crunk and loud.
It's gonna be,
man, listen, we already ruined one ring. Man.
Yeah, we did.
We ain't got no problems doing another.
Oh, you know
that part, but boy, I don't see, I don't see that shit going on.
Oh, we got the all whites on too.
Get involved, huh?
Oh, we got the all whites on too. We undefeated. We were all white. Y'all in trouble.
I understand.
Y'all in trouble, Doc. Y'all in trouble.
I understand.
Let's get to these. Hey, let's get to these predictions, man, before the game gets started, because we up in about another 15 minutes. So who y'all got, man?
Really?
I'm going first. You gonna put me like that?
Yeah, really. Like we know. 2 folk got Detroit, 2 folk got Dallas. That's simple, man.
So ain't nobody gonna keep it.
I think it's gonna be a track meet, man. In my opinion.
Yep, me too. I agree.
And I think it's gonna be 42-38 Cowboys.
Okay, I say 37-33 Lions. Walt.
I got 34-31 Detroit.
Okay.
I'm not really good at numbers, so I'm just gonna say 34-27. But I'm gonna use this in my bold prediction though. I said Marcus Lawrence, he get a sack, and I say one of my cornerbacks take that bit back to the house. We call that excuse me.
I can say that. I think Jared Goff's gonna get got tonight, and I think he's gonna throw a pick.
But somebody gonna take that bitch back to the house. We call that excuse me. Where I come
everybody. Now I'm watching the ESPN. They're doing a lot. Everybody. Scott Van Pelt picked the Lions. Let's see. Ryan Clark picked the Cowboys. Marcus Spears. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Who he got?
Cowboys. Yep. And then Robert Griffin III picked the Cowboys too. So
he want to be a Cowboy too.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, man. Man, it's gonna be great. I just can't wait to watch this game. It's gonna be good.
Man. I will be all there with heavy.
You know what I'm saying? So,
all right, man. For sure, man. I would say good luck to y'all, but I ain't wishing good luck to y'all tonight,
I respect that.
I would wish good. Listen, I would wish good luck to y'all in any other circumstance. But tonight, man, I hope y'all have the worst luck possible. I hope everything bad that happens on the football field happens to y'all.
I'm gonna wish
none of it happened to us.
I'm gonna wish y'all luck. You know why? You might need it because I just hope you don't get blown out.
Oh, okay.
It can't happen to you now.
At home,
yeah. I got a feeling if the Lions win, they might embarrass the Cowboys. I'm just telling y'all, it's going, man. When Stephen A. get a hold of y'all, man, y'all better not lose this game. I'm telling you, they are gonna get killed. And Lions can lose. Hey,
I'm telling you right now, the feeling right now with Michael Irvin, Emmons, everybody's gonna Charles Haley. Jimmy Johnson, the Ring of Honor, like this place is gonna get crunk, man. I'm telling you right now.
I think my defense gonna play real big though. I think the defense gonna be pretty good though. I think my defense gonna be the defense that we've been looking at all year.
Because if we locked in, I'm looking at the standings now, so we can still get number 1, right? So if we win this game, we damn near for sure may get number 2. Man, it's gonna be tough.
We ain't go. We locked in at 5. We ain't going nowhere. We gonna stay at 5. We ain't going nowhere.
It just seems like it's destiny. We gonna play the Rams.
I knew this 2 weeks
We
ago.
gonna play the Rams, dude.
We're gonna play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first round of the playoff.
Yep.
That's what we gonna do.
Yep.
Playing Tampa Bay Buccaneers first round.
Again, boy, it seems like y'all forever playing a Bucks team.
3 years in a row we gonna play them in the first round.
Yeah, always. See, that's the thing. See, I want to do it our way. See, this not because Javi said it. We ain't played nobody. So I want to play. Bring the Rams on, man. I want to play the Rams. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I want to play them. I want to play the Rams.
You do want to play them. I want to play them too.
No, no, but they might beat the 49ers though.
Y'all already played.
I'm not gonna lie.
We already seen how that.
I'd rather play the Bucks, man.
Yeah, hell yeah, I want to play the Bucks. They all right.
Play the Bucks.
Tristan say not the
Man
Rams.
said they all right.
Yeah, hey, y'all better leave Baker alone.
But when they ball down to it, we might play the Bucks, the Falcons, or New Orleans, 1 of the 3 teams. Though.
Y'all better leave Baker alone, man. Baker, hey, shit.
Man, we gonna eat Baker ass alive.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be good though. But I just wanted to tell y'all, man, it's good all season long. Javier, Jerry's not with us tonight. I mean, I enjoy the Cowboys podcast. I mean, you guys are phenomenal, man, just for what you guys do. Grady, Know That Sports. You get great. You just been phenomenal for the season, man. I just enjoy y'all guys' work. I'm a fan.
So appreciate that.
Anytime y'all need, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, it's been amazing. This whole season's been just like over the top. I mean, just for me getting into this industry, getting into it a little bit more. The professionalism, the sense of humor, just everything you guys display and bringing football to the world, man, it's phenomenal, man. So I just wanted to say that, while I had you guys here. So
I feel the same about y'all, man. That's on everything I do. Y'all inspire me. So when I see y'all, it make me want to goddamn work harder. So like shit, but these niggas shaking, I want to shake it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. That real talk. I really appreciate y'all. That's
yeah. And plug y'all stuff before the game. Come on, man. Plug your Javier. Plug your cat podcast.
Yeah, so
man.
It's the Cowboys Cast. Me and Jerry go live. Hey, it's the Cowboys Cast. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, everything. The Cowboys Cast. Make sure y'all follow, subscribe, like the channel. Thanks.
For sure.
Hey, man, y'all know what's going on this end. Know That Sports is on all podcast platforms, YouTube. Just type in Know That Sports and I'm in the building. Simple mail.
That's
Facebook,
right.
Instagram, what it is? Snapchat, all of it. Just type in Know That Sports. I'm in the building, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. Know that if you don't know nothing else.
Hey, I'll say something about Know That Sports. He probably don't know me very much, but I showed my son an Instagram post on Know That Sports, right? I'm like, look at this dude, man. He's like, I rock with that dude. I like
it. That's what's up.
I appreciate it.
This is my guy, man.
Yeah.
The green screen behind you, and you were talking. It was pretty funny.
I appreciate you. I sure appreciate it.
Yeah.
I ain't lying. I appreciate it. That shit mean a lot to me, bro. That's on everything I look, because I just be myself.
And
that's right. That's what I like. It's authentic.
That's
why he liked it. He's like, oh, he's just being himself. That's what it's all about.
I appreciate it. The deal.
And Walt is the captain there. He the engineer. He the conductor. He's the GM, the scout. He got me looking at tape. He got me watching play.
That nigga do it all.
I tell
Walt that boy Walt do it all, man. I don't know about next year's draft. I ain't talking about that one. I'm talking about next year. I don't know about that one, man.
Look,
I do a little bit of work.
I keep telling him,
I do a little bit of work, man.
He needs to
I just love working with people, bro.
He needs to come up with.
I came in with
that's right, Javier. And I be telling Walt, like, yeah, I like this guy. Good receiver. This guy, Walt, like, dude, he don't move his hips. He ain't got no takeoff. He played a shitty conference. He ain't no good. I'll be like, dang, okay.
I'm telling you,
then I'll fuck around and be completely wrong about a play. But that's anybody.
Hey, only thing I'm gonna say is, y'all, we gotta come back on for the draft, do some draft stuff with us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I'm with you, man. All you gotta do is call. I'm with you. And all you gotta do is say, let's do it on this end.
Yeah. That's right.
For sure.
All
right, man.
All right, guys. The game about to start. So.
Pleasure working with y'all,
man. I
man.
Fuck with me, man. I appreciate y'all.
About to break out. Lions, Cowboys. Let's get ready.
Go!